Hi everyone, happy end of August. It's hard to believe that the end of the summer is quickly approaching, but it's an exciting time in Michigan. The state conventions just ended, the primaries are over, we now know who the candidates are for all of the offices in the state of Michigan, and it means that there are going to be opportunities, particularly in September and October, for us to talk with candidates. And so my request to you today is use this as an opportunity to let candidates know how important philanthropy is in our communities throughout Michigan. One of the things that we've learned recently is that donors to community foundations are very involved in community leadership, and that's a really interesting selling point to make sure candidates understand that. And that younger donors are getting involved as well. I must confess that I was recently surprised when one of our surveys showed up that the younger donors are in the age cohort of 46 to 64, which is great. It shows new talent is investing in our Michigan communities. Another important thing that we learned in a recent survey about our community foundations and about philanthropy in Michigan is that foundations do respond at a time of need. And you may recall earlier this summer we had a tornado in, south of Grand Rapids. We had floods in north of Detroit, Oakland County, and Macomb County. We've had some really bad weather patterns, but philanthropy is helping our communities respond. And that's another talking point which we can use. And then finally, you've heard this from me before, but I need to remind candidates that we can't take the place. Philanthropy cannot take the place of government, but we're a great partner, a collaborator with government, business, and nonprofits in getting things done. And finally, don't forget to tell our candidates that we all believe we all need a strong nonprofit sector in our Michigan that employs 1 of every 10 Michiganders. So as you go out and you're solicited by candidates, use it as an opportunity to educate them. Tell them a little bit about philanthropy. And when you're with a candidate for state office, remind them how important it is that we have incentives to encourage all Michiganders to give. A recent study by the Johnson Center confirmed that the loss of the charitable tax credit has resulted in a significant drop in first-time donors. So we need to get now that our economy is improving, we need to get our policymakers in Lansing thinking about how we can once again incentivize and encourage all Michiganders to give. Finally, I was in Washington last week, and we're really excited about the potential of the America Gives More Act, and we're working closely and encouraging with the help of Senator Stabenow and Senator Levin that we can get Senate leadership in Washington to take up this bill, which was passed with bipartisan support by the House last month. And it's a bill that's really important both to foundations and to individual givers in Michigan. It would simplify the estate tax, and it would also make permanent the IRA charitable rollover. Those are just 2 of the charitable tools that it would make possible. So the political season is upon us in full swing. Use it as an opportunity to educate our candidates about the valuable work philanthropy is doing in our state. And then finally, our annual conference is only a month away, and I'm really excited that our 3rd plenary speaker has now joined us, Melody Barnes, who chairs the Aspen Institute Forum for Community Solutions, will be hosting a lively luncheon plenary on Monday, October the 13th. Complemented by Jim Clifton to start and Heidi Gottlieb to close our conference. It's a fabulous conference, so do register. We look forward to seeing you in Traverse City, and best wishes on the campaign trail with all the candidates.